and welcome back. My name is Marium. I am with the Twitch team. My pronouns are she, her. And I have a very special guest here today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I don't know about special, but...
Well, it is very special.
My name's Vicky, and I am a expatriate or fugitive, or I don't know what you'd call it, but from Texas. And we moved here about three years ago, and I provided the paint and take here at GeekGirlCon with Steph, who couldn't be with us today, Stephanie, and so I helped run. I think we did 90 people.
Oh wow, that's
yesterday,
a lot of people.
And so I'm the paint and take person.
I know you have some special items here to show our audience today. Do you want to go over and show us like what you have?
Yeah, I can kind of go over like Home Shopping Network style. Like, if we could take a view here, we could go ahead and show you. So this is just a mixture of different things from Shadowrun, Savage Worlds, Western style, Games Workshop, Reaper Miniatures, Dungeons and Dragons.
Whoa. Quite a variety.
5 Rings, yeah. It's a whole smorgasbord, Shadowrun. So basically, just kind of starting. Here we have our little grots from Shadowrun. Some Western folks, Power Armor, Doctor Who, from Black Tree Design, Dungeons and Dragons, Reaper. These two are Reaper, and the Shadowrun and Legend of the 5 Rings.
Oh, cool.
And so basically, these are kind of my therapy during the week. I have a stressful job, and my pitch, if you would like to, lack of a better term, is offering painting as a way to kind of get your zen on and get away from the world and focus on something that isn't work or stressful. And that's really, I mean, if you look at this one right here, this is Chemotar, and that's Cancer Bear. So if you kind of think like, Cancer Bear, Chemotar, they kind of fight it out. Chemotar, of course, won. So Chemotar kind of, Cancer Bear went down. But it's just a way to kind of take something that's completely horrible and make it into a fun, digestible way to kind of deal with the stress. So it's funny, but I think humor is what's, keeps us alive during, now in our political situation.
That's true.
And so, so painting is what I offer.
Yeah, Vicky, I noticed that they're incredibly detailed. Do you want to go, walk us through kind of the process of making?
So I think the first rule of painting is like Fight Club. There is no rule of painting. There is no Fight Club. Painting is pretty much what you make of it. Everybody has their own special way of painting, and they're not necessarily the same. So Games Workshop has their own way. It's okay. I basically do, some people start with the faces, and then other people start with the bodies and then do the detail work, so you can kind of get an idea of where the miniature is going. Trying to think what else. But basically I start with a base coat. Good example would be this gal. You can see her dress is red. Then I'll do what's called a glaze or shadowing, and I just fill in the dark edges. Some people do the dark and the red at the same time and then blend it together. There's all kinds of ways. YouTube's got more people who paint than it does, anything else. Tons of people out there can show you tutorials. Vince is a big one. He does boring YouTube watches, but his painting style is amazing. And basically, you just try to get the color in, build it up, do a little highlighting. There's what's called edge highlighting, like on this guy, where you just do the edges. There's shading. This is what's called just lighting effects.
I see.
It's got a different name, but I can't think. Words are hard.
That's true. Most of the time.
This was just a fun one I had, and so I made a little flame. It's too small to bring because I started losing it, so I set it aside. But that was kind of the lighting effect, so it looks like he's really firing. This is a Shadowrun troll, and I just love Shadowrun. Here's a troll, and basically you just start, you try to build up the shade, and then you try to build up the highlights,
Oh, interesting.
one shade at a time. It's a lot easier than it sounds. Next year, I'm going to push for having a panel, I think, where we teach painting.
Oh, that's going to be
Have a
cool.
step-by-step. We've got to get some sponsors because this year I was breaking out my own paints to paint. Literally, I was like, oh, crud, what are we going to do? Oh, I'll just crack open my paints and put them down there. And that's what I did. So we were using a lot of my paints, some donated paints. Monument Hobbies sent us about $100 worth of paints, and Army Painters sent us $100, and they sent us a new product that isn't out yet that I was able to demo, which was really cool. But next year, yeah, I think we're going to have maybe try to do a painting talk and actually have people come and paint, because I can talk to you about painting and show you my method, but until you sit down with a brush, you're not going to know anything. I mean, it's like math.
Right.
You can listen to your professor talk about calculus all day, but until you get that pencil and start working on it,
Yeah, then that's like when you have to like figure out how to do it.
exactly, it's all like math. And so this isn't as hard. I hated calculus. I passed with a C, and I was proud of that C. So this is just, building it up over time, and you just learn. And I think what yesterday I wanted to focus on, I didn't bring any miniatures. I wanted people to paint their mini and judge it on their own merit. I didn't want to provide anything that might distract them, because the worst thing you can do is start something and be like, oh, I suck. This is too hard.
Compare yourself, especially in art. Art takes a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Practice.
And the whole part of this is just to be fun. It's not supposed to be work. If it becomes work, then you're not doing it right. And so if people are having fun and enjoying what they painted, that's what my goal was. And I hope I was successful. People seem to like it. And these were all like, I'm an uber serious painter when I'm doing goblins and whatnot. So I have some here. I didn't bring them out, but they're throwing pumpkins.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, I like to have fun with it. Doctor Who. I grew up with Doctor Who. I mean, I think I've been watching Doctor Who since 1985 as a kid. And Black Tree Design prints some great miniatures from the classic Doctor Who range. And I just have fun with it. I get pictures of what they look like and try to reproduce it. Davros, the Doctor, the third, fifth, sixth, and Ramona. And I think I've got K9 out there. Yeah, there's K9. So yeah, it's just finding something fun and having fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, you're doing it wrong, and you can't take yourself too seriously, I think. Because, so I do wargaming, and wargaming is where you use the miniatures and you move them around. And I've worked with people for conventions that are like, oh, this is strategic gaming. Like, no, dude, come on. You are playing with a toy soldier. Let's call it what it is. It's a toy soldier. There's nothing wrong with that. Just say it for what it is. And, that's the whole thing. Is just have fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously, and you'll have a lot of fun. And I think that's the whole thing, is anybody can do this. They have a new type of paint that's just within the last, I would say 5-6 years, called contrast paint. And contrast paint is similar. What you do is you prime your model gray or white. If you do it gray, you have to do a thing called dry brushing. But with contrast painting, you can actually build up the layers with a single paint. What it does is it pools in all the different little spots. And when it dries, you can go back with a highlighter, and that's called slap chop. And you can highlight the areas that need to be highlighted and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, with contrast paints, anybody can paint.
Sounds like there's a lot of different techniques and different type of paints.
Even different kinds of paints now. Like when I was painting, we had Poly S. It was thick, and you were happy you got that because that's all you got. We didn't have metallic paints like that. We had to use oil-based acrylics, like testers, because that's all there was. And now, the types of paints, the variety, it's in its renaissance, because nothing has been as big. Like even in the 80s with Dungeons and Dragons, it wasn't that big. And now people are painting and having fun with it, and a whole new generation that I would have never thought. I don't think I put it out here, but also I like when I do science fiction miniatures. Here we go. This is a good example. I like to have fun with it. So if you look there, I made a little Wayland Yutani sign.
Yeah, I see it.
Flowers, rust.
So do you add those flowers yourself? Do you how do you make them?
I don't. I buy them. You can make them fun, but I don't have that patience.
So also the grass here.
Yeah, you buy that. That's
cool.
And the idea is just to kind of make it like in a little scene, something that's happening, and have fun with it. So I have let's see, I can't even remember what I did on this one. Wayland Yutani, I have a caution radiation biohazard poster. It's just to kind of make it feel like there's something going on.
Yeah, and it's incredibly detailed for something that's so small.
I mean, it's just like I said, the Zen. When you get into the zone and you're painting, you literally kind of I'll paint, and when I look up, it'll be 2 hours later, or I'll have to go to bed at 1 because I got to get up in the morning for work.
I've definitely done that before. It's
exactly.
just 3 hours, and I'm how has 3 hours just passed by?
You just get into in that mode, and that's kind of the idea. Is if you can get into that mode, you're using parts of your brain that you wouldn't normally use.
That's true. There's a completely different part of your brain that's just for creativity, and
exactly.
a lot of us don't not practice, but use that. And,
exactly, and it's like meditation. It's like a form of meditation. I mean, Zen Buddhists would build intricate sand pictures, and when they're done, they wipe them away for impermanence, excuse me. And it's just part of that thing of getting into something, being able to focus, and it helps you in other parts of your life as well, like with me and stuff. So when you're having a really bad holiday and the parents are saying things that you don't really want to hear, bring your paints with you and paint.
True. Yeah.
Because it's a way to kind of tell them how you feel without telling them how you feel.
Yeah. They won't understand, but what matters is that
but it helps you deal with the situation, because
exactly.
I have some family members that are opinionated.
Yes.
And so
dinners must be tough.
And so my dealing with the holidays is I'll cook. And this is just another thing to do besides cooking. Now you're painting.
Yeah, there's definitely forms of therapy, like art therapy, that's there to help a lot of people and process emotions and feelings, and get through some hardship in a healthy way.
Yeah, like those.
Right, exactly.
Those were very helpful, I think. Trying to think what else. This one I painted after. This was that summer after I finished and I was clear. So, it's like I said, I remember things that happened during the year and stuff. And I was sick when I painted these. These are my disco zombies. I was I want really glitzy zombies. I want zombies that were dressed to the nines and then got turned into monsters.
I can tell they're also glossy compared to some.
Yeah, exactly. They're slimy and they're very chic
effect.
Zombies. They're drag zombies, I guess. I don't know. Which actually that would be an awesome model, drag zombies.
Well, we have to then get you connected with our yesterday's panels.
Yeah, we were there.
Drag queens. Yeah, were you there?
I was.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
It was.
Well, speaking of shows, this is your first GeekGirlCon. How do you like it so far?
It's been fun. It's very family oriented, which I found surprising. I've enjoyed it. It's been, like I said, I busted my butt yesterday. My back was so sore when I came home.
You were popular.
Oh my God, I was so tired. It was work. It was complete work. But it was nice because people got to come and play and paint. And I think also it acts as kind of a bridge for children to kind of do something more adult and for adults to do something more child-oriented.
Yes.
So you can kind of step out of your normal world, and it becomes kind of a way to reconnect with that part of you that you've tried to put away from the past. And
for sure.
And that's why I say have fun with it. Don't worry. I mean, I do get really anal retentive on my Doctor Who miniatures because I want it to be just exactly right or as close as I can get it. But on Trollio over here, or Zombie Troll, I just try to have fun with it,
Yeah.
not try to be too serious. But yeah, like I said, paint more minis, have fun. And if you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong.
Well, thank you, Vicky, for taking part in our interview and also, coming here to GeekGirlCon and
no,
doing
thank
all
you
this
for
our
having me.
community.
I wasn't sure they were gonna. I offered up a different couple of ideas, and they said, "Hey, we'll do painting." Okay, so
that's always a fun one.
This is my second painting event that I've ever run.
And we'll be excited to have you again for next year.
Can't wait. Yeah, sounds like
fun. Okay, so actually, next up, we're learning how to recreate some of our favorite fictional worlds with plants. Unexpected. Yes. Stay right here for our Garden Like a Cosplayer next in just a little bit, so just make sure you're staying tuned, and yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
Lots of Venus flytraps.